That First Alert 4 is investigating involving continuing violence in pockets of the city of St. Louis. Our research finds so far this year, the city has recorded 102 homicides. That's a 20% drop from this time last year. But overall violent crime is up in 2023 with 323 non-fatal shootings since January, and 55 children have been victims of gun violence so far this year. While we're on pace for fewer homicides this year, leaders at City Hall are making new moves this evening to clamp down on gun violence.
First Alert 4 Shoshana Stahl is looking into the attempts to outlaw some guns in the city. Shoshana.
Right now inside City Hall, Mayor Jones and aldermen are working on new legislation specifically focusing on common sense gun safety. Now that comes after one mother continues to push for justice in her daughter's death.
We deal with it every second, not every minute, not every hour. Every second we deal with this.
Tishaura Jones focuses her life around giving a voice to the voiceless and advocating for those who lost loved ones to gun violence. That's because 8 years ago, her 24-year-old daughter Whitney was shot and killed near Walnut Park on the north side. Since then, she's never stopped looking for the person responsible, and in her view, the city's gun violence has only become worse.
Don't imagine it. You know, when people say, I can't imagine, don't imagine it. Don't even try to even put, comprehensive words together to try to understand, because you can't. We feel like our whole world has been snatched.
Now she's raising the son Whitney left behind and is scared for him every day, seeing the persistent gun violence issues, not just in the city, but the whole region.
He asks questions. He finally stopped asking, can I go to the hospital? What do you tell a 13-year-old young man who cannot see his mother, he cannot smell her, he cannot touch her?
Earlier this month, Mayor Jones signed a bill that prohibits open carry in the city without a concealed carry permit. Now, she's taking it a step further with legislation that will prohibit military-grade weapons, prevent the transfer or sale of guns to minors, and take action on ghost guns or other untraceable firearms. All of this part of a loophole that Mayor Jones says isn't covered in Missouri's gun laws.
Does that mean that they won't try to pass things later on? Absolutely. Or sue us? Absolutely. But again, the state legislature has us fighting crime with our hands tied behind our backs. And so with the one hand free that we do have, we're going to fight like hell.
Tishaura Jones says it's not about taking guns away from people, but instead being smart and responsible gun owners.
My daughter was killed with a military-style weapon, which was an AK-47. People of the military know what type of impact those type of weapons do.
So, Shoshana, what about people who get guns illegally? Did Chief Tracy address how that's going to be enforced at all?
Yeah, he did. So he said SLMPD partners with some federal agencies specifically to get technology to trace some of those guns. And he mentioned that when you buy a gun for someone else, that's what he calls a straw purchase. And he says his department is taking that very seriously when it comes to getting these guns off the streets here in St. Louis. Now, when it comes to that proposed legislation with the Board of Aldermen, they return to session on September 15th. Corey?
We're watching it closely. Shoshana, thank you.